Coming up in today's video, Joel Piroe to Ibrox in a stunning twist that's left Celtic humiliated. Leeds block their approach and hand Rangers the upper hand. Damir Redzic, the Hungarian Arjen Robben, targeted by Lowe, just for Celtic to swoop in like clockwork, copying Rangers yet again. Talks begin for 15-goal sensation Maswanhise in what could be the January coup of the season, as Lowe eyes even more firepower for the title charge. And Lowe back on the radar as Rangers look to pounce while Sheffield Wednesday scramble to avoid losing him for free. 4 massive stories, 1 explosive window. You'll want to see every second. And if you love Rangers, hit that like button. Simple as that. Every single transfer window, without fail, you can set your watch to it. The second Rangers show interest in a player, Celtic come crawling in, pretending it's their idea. I mean, at this point, their scouting strategy might as well be following our club's social media and hitting refresh. Now it's Damir Redzic. That's right, the so-called Hungarian Arjen Robben. Rangers had him on the radar, keeping a close eye, weighing up options, and suddenly Celtic are asking for his wage demands, transfer fee details, probably his preferred shampoo as well. Every time we move, they follow. It's like watching your wee brother copying your homework. Only worse because they do it with a smug grin and no shame. Redzic has been flying in Slovakia, 7 goals in 14 appearances from out wide, and the boy's only 22, quick, direct, and confident on the ball. There's a reason big European clubs are watching him, but trust Celtic to jump in as soon as we show interest, hoping to hijack yet another deal they never spotted first. And let's not forget, while we're snapping up real quality like Andreas Skov Olsen from Wolfsburg, Tochi Chukwani, and Tour Romans for a combined fee of £7 million, Celtic's big January splash so far, a loanee right back from Bournemouth. That's it. Desperation's written all over them. The green side of Glasgow are so short of ideas, they're pinching ours like they're doing the weekly at Poundland. Their boss admits they want 2 more attackers and a goalkeeper upgrade, so what do? Come sniffing around a winger Rangers had scouted months ago. You couldn't make it up, but here's the twist. Redzic isn't cheap. His club are demanding between 3 and 5 million euros, and they're in no rush to sell unless the offer's right. Even so, their manager's already said he won't stand in the boy's way if a proper club comes calling, and that, let's be honest, rules Celtic right out. Danny Roll's done solid business so far, and if Redzic is the next in, it's another clear sign Rangers mean business, and not just for this season, but for the next era. If Rangers want Redzic, should we go and get him now, just to stop Celtic from nicking another one of our targets like they've done so many times before? Or are we too soft, letting them live rent-free in our transfer plans year after year? This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You know what's become just as enjoyable as watching Celtic bottle it on the pitch, watching them get slapped down off it, and this one's got the whole of Parkhead choking on their cornflakes. Joel Piroe, that Joel Piroe, the Dutch goal machine that Rangers tracked back in 2023, the one we nearly had before Michael Beale got the sack. Well, guess who came crawling in trying to hijack it again? That's right, Celtic, like clockwork, only this time it backfired spectacularly. See, Leeds United, currently run by the 49ers ownership group, have politely told the green half of Glasgow to bolt. And why? Because of their ties to Rangers. It's like Christmas all over again. Martin O'Neill's mob thought they could charm their way into a deal, but Leeds weren't having it. They were surprised, their words, not mine, that Celtic even had the cheek to ask. It's being called a non-starter. I mean, you almost feel sorry for them. Almost. Now, let's be honest. Piroe's stats this season don't exactly set the heather on fire. 12 appearances, 413 minutes, not a single goal, and an average SofaScore rating of 6.40. It's hardly Golden Boot form, but let's not forget he was the championship's top scorer during Leeds' promotion campaign. There's a proven goal-getter in there. Maybe he's not firing now because he's waiting on a proper call-up to Ibrox. And here's the beauty of it. The same Celtic that couldn't land him might end up watching him walk into Ibrox and banging goals that send us towards the title. Imagine that, a transfer window where we strengthen and they get told to sit in the corner. Again, should Rangers take Piroe just to rub it in Celtic's face, even if his form's dipped, and prove that we, not them, still call the shots in Scottish football? Another potential masterstroke brewing at Ibrox. Rangers have opened preliminary talks to bring in one of the most electric talents in the league right now. Motherwell's 15-goal sensation, Tawanda Maswanhise, 15 league goals from the wing. You don't see that kind of output every day, especially not in a side like Motherwell, who, let's be honest, punch above their weight, but don't exactly dominate the ball week in, week out. Yet, Maswanhise has been tearing defenses apart for fun, and his latest finish against Hibs was a thing of beauty, pace, control, and a killer's instinct. Now, Rolls made no secret of his vision. High-pressing, fluid football with wide players who can score as much as they assist. Skov Olsen's already through the door, but the gaffer clearly wants depth, and Maswanhise fits the mold like a glove. Versatile, fearless, and ready to explode on a bigger stage. Here's where it gets tasty. Motherwell are digging their heels in. They want to hang on, understandably, as they chase a top 4 finish and dream of Europe. But Rangers have two things they don't: money and Champions League football. That's where the real pull lies. The boys attracting interest from down south as well. Championship clubs sniffing around, watching from the shadows. But let's be honest, if you're a player with ambition, you're not choosing Preston or Hull over Ibrox, are you? Not when you've got a packed house, European nights, and the chance to write your name into history. And let's give credit to the board here. They're not sitting still. The plan is to bring in 2 more this window. 2 more weapons in the fight to take back what's ours. But it begs the question, if Maswanhise is this season's breakout star, and we let him go to England or watch him stay at Motherwell, are we guilty of being too cautious while the title slips through our fingers? Or should we flex our weight, make the move, and show the rest of Scotland that when Rangers want a player, they get him? You're going to love this one. Rangers have officially made contact to sign 28-year-old Max Lowe from Sheffield Wednesday, and it's got the makings of a real reunion story under Danny Rolle. Now, Lowe isn't just some fringe option. He's been described as outstanding, and despite being out with an injury lately, he's racked up over 20 starts this season alone. Here's the kicker. Wednesday are in administration, yet they're still standing firm on not needing to sell. But this is where things get interesting. Lowe's contract is up at the end of the campaign, and there's no extension trigger in place, which means unless Wednesday want to lose him for nothing, they've got a decision to make, and quickly. You'll remember Lowe from his time at Aberdeen, back when he helped them reach the League Cup final. The one they lost 1-0 to Celtic. Poetic, isn't it? Imagine him now back in Scotland, but this time with the Rangers shirt on his back, fighting for trophies that matter. Now, I know what you're thinking. We've just brought in Tuur Romens for £3 million from Westerlo, so do we really need another left-back? But when a player of Lowe's experience and familiarity with Scottish football is potentially available for a cut price, you've got to ask the question. And while we're talking about midfield reinforcements, let's shift to Sunderland's Dan Neil. Rangers made an inquiry for the 24-year-old, but Sunderland have slammed the door on any loan move. They've already maxed out their international loan slots, so it's a permanent deal or nothing. His contract's ticking down. He's out in June, and there's interest from West Ham and Cologne. But if Rangers act now, they might just bag him for a bargain fee. We're talking about a lad who captained Sunderland to a playoff final win and led them back to the championship. They once slapped a £15 million price tag on his head. Now, you might get him for a fraction of that. Talk about timing. And look, with Connor Barron picking up an injury, midfield options are thinner than a pie crust at Parkhead. Neil could be a proper coup if the board step up. But here's the question you need to think about. If Max Lowe's on the table for free in 6 months and Dan Neil's up for grabs at a knockdown price, should Rangers be going all in now? Or are we still acting like a club scared to spend money when the league title's there for the taking? Is it time to stop bargain hunting and show we've got the muscle to dominate Scotland again, on and off the pitch? That's the video for today. Make sure you leave a like to show the strength of our Rangers here on YouTube, and drop a comment letting me know what you thought.